Happy day for everyone. Nestor Licanto here, and our guest today is Mr. Kaz Endo, who came up with this really cool idea, and I'll ask him to share that. But it's called support hashtag support food to go Guam. Happy day, Kaz.
Half a day, Nestor. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, sir?
Okay, considering the circumstances, we're bunkered down, but modern technology allows us to feel like we're just on a long plane ride.
Yeah. So let me ask you to explain how you came up with the idea for this social media push that you're doing, and tell us a little bit about what it's about.
Sure, I've got a lot of friends out there who own restaurants. Some are operators, some actually own the restaurants themselves. And during this time, they're having a tough time. And for me, I usually cook at home. I'm a homebody now. I'm getting up there, so I don't really go out as much as I used to. So, but I said, hey, during this time, they need some support. So I decided to maybe every lunch head out for to go. The problem was nobody was really updating their pages, and they were just too busy. They were shorthanded, and I couldn't find any information. So my daughter works at one of the places, and she said, "Hey, why don't you come and get some lunch at Moz?" And so I did, and I started thinking, what would be nice is to have a Facebook page that everybody can sort of outsource, crowdsource and put on information of where they went to eat, and not necessarily provide critical review, but just simply say, hey, they're open and they're servicing, and just really allow the customers to help the restaurants keep going during this period.
Yeah. And what's the response been?
It's been pretty crazy. It's crazy nice. I'm just the administrator, and I try not to be the voice of it, other than to share this information. And so when I started it about 2 days ago, I just invited a few friends and asked them to share it with their network. And I think today, just about 2 days ago, started it. It's at 2,200 people. So it's quite nice to see that kind of robust reaction.
Yeah. And so, how can a restaurant get on the on your social media program there?
Well, it's really easy because it's a public group. So that means anybody can join. Um, and they don't even have to like ask my permission to get on there. They just simply join. And basically the community will sort of police itself. I set up a few ground rules so that people play nice, and obviously during this period, some people are, some places aren't going to be as well stocked, or maybe they don't have the manpower. It's not going to be business as usual. So, it's tempting to, vent out frustrations for some people, but we're keeping all of that out. I've asked our members to just simply stay positive. If you have a problem with the restaurant or the eatery, to contact them directly. And I just immediately delete any kind of negative posts, because that wasn't the purpose of the page. The restaurants are having a hard time as it is, providing day-to-day service and keeping people employed. And the last thing they need is to have to defend themselves on social media. So, if they have a problem, they can directly contact the business owners. Otherwise, it's just really a forum to share where you can get food, how much, what's the menu available, so forth and so on. Yeah.
Yeah, and as food and being able to share a meal out there is very much a part of the fabric of our community. And having been a food establishment owner yourself, you know how tough that business can be and how thin those margins are.
Yeah, and it's some people have criticized it, maybe misinformed. They say it's dangerous. I mean, the world is dangerous, right? It's always been dangerous, and we're just being a little bit more careful now. But CDC has said you can't consume the virus. In other words, you can't get it by eating it. The stomach will kill it naturally. So people just need to be more careful. If they're going to go for a Payless run, then they can go for a sandwich run. It's the idea is to get in, get out, and a lot of these guys are doing curbside, and they're taking credit card information off the phone. So, very little touch points, I would say. And, until the government says no more takeout either, why not support the businesses who are trying to survive?
Yeah, and from what I'm hearing on the national media, it's a tough time across the country. Restaurants are trying to hang on as much as they can, but unfortunately, a lot of those businesses may have to close. And so, whatever help that we can provide, then we should do that. And I congratulate you on. Commend you for putting this together, and hopefully it will be helpful for those restaurants out there. All right, thank you very much, Kaz. Appreciate your time.
All right, thanks for reaching out, Nestor, and I appreciate you giving this, public awareness notice to your large audience out there. We'll see you guys around. Take care of yourselves.
All right. Yeah, you too. Take care. Okay, there you have it. That's Kaz Endo, and he is the I guess the founder or the originator of this social media program called #SupportFoodToGo Guamanian. You can check it out on the Facebook page that he created. Nestor LeConte reporting. Thanks for watching KUAM News.